Meet the Red Magic 11 Pro Plus, a flagship gaming smartphone powered by the 5th generation Snapdragon 8 Elite chip. What makes it especially exciting is its advanced cooling setup that combines both air cooling and liquid cooling. With such powerful hardware and an ambitious cooling system, it's no surprise that gamers, including myself, are curious to see what this device can really do. So today, let's dive into its design and take a closer look at that fascinating liquid cooling system. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from Maiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Starting from the front, the design will likely feel familiar. The phone features gently rounded corners and a full-screen display with tiny punch holes. The bezels have been slimmed down even further to just 1.25 millimeters, and the frame itself is only 0.7 millimeters thick. When the screen lights up, the visual effect is incredibly striking. Pair it with a stretchable gaming controller, and the experience becomes even more immersive and enjoyable. But the real star of the design is on the back of the phone. When a game is running, you can actually see the liquid moving through the cooling channels. To make this motion easier to notice, Red Magic deliberately introduced a small amount of air inside the system so the flow of the coolant becomes more visible. It's a detail that adds a unique visual touch while highlighting the phone's advanced cooling technology. Now, some of you might be wondering whether the liquid inside those channels is simply water. The answer is no. The fluid used here is a special type of coolant commonly found in supercomputing servers and even Formula One racing technology. Scientifically, it's known as a liquid coolant. This substance isn't just effective at heat transfer, it also has excellent insulation properties. Because of these insulating qualities, even in the unlikely situation where the phone experiences a severe drop and the cooling channels rupture, the coolant wouldn't cause a short circuit if it reached the motherboard. That's because the liquid is non-conductive. In fact, this same coolant is used in semiconductor manufacturing and printed circuit board production for cleaning delicate components. You might have seen videos of computers that continue running even while fully submerged in liquid. The substance used in those systems is similar to this type of coolant. It's often referred to as a liquid slurry. Another impressive characteristic of this coolant is its extremely wide operating temperature range. It stays in liquid form between -60°C and -108°C. Maintaining a liquid state across such extreme temperatures means the coolant inside your phone won't crystallize unless you're in incredibly cold environments like Antarctica or Siberia. Here's a quick science reference to put that into perspective. Some of the coldest inhabited locations in China are Zhenhe City in Inner Mongolia and Moho City in Heilongjiang. The lowest recorded temperature in Zhenhe is -58°C, while Mohe has reached -52.3°C. Even if you happened to live in those places, the coolant inside the Red Magic 11 Pro wouldn't freeze due to the cold. At this point, some people might say that fluoride fluid isn't particularly special since many computer cooling systems also use similar materials. And that's actually true. The fluid itself isn't extremely expensive. The real challenge lies in transforming that fluid into a fully functional cooling system that can fit inside a smartphone. Designing such a system and then mass-producing it for consumer devices is far from simple. It's a complex engineering project that requires careful consideration of many different factors. So why didn't other manufacturers do this before the Red Magic 11 Pro? Or if they experimented with it, why didn't they bring it to market? The reason is that this technology introduces both technical challenges and additional costs. Let's start with the engineering challenges. First, how much coolant should the system contain? Then there's the question of how long and how thick the cooling channels need to be. Engineers also need to determine the exact path those channels should take inside the phone. On top of that, the shape must balance both functionality and aesthetics. Solving these problems requires designers and engineers to run complex calculations, perform countless simulations, and verify every detail through extensive testing before the final design can even be considered ready. From what I've learned, the liquid cooling channel inside the Red Magic 11 Pro didn't reach its final form overnight. In fact, the design reportedly went through at least 5 different versions before the engineers settled on the one we see today. The road to that final design wasn't smooth either. It involved plenty of challenges and repeated adjustments before everything finally came together. And the cooling channel wasn't the only difficult part of development. Creating the water pump itself was also a huge engineering challenge. Unlike desktop computers, smartphones have extremely limited space. Every component has to be carefully balanced in terms of weight, power consumption, and thickness. You can't simply drop in existing hardware solutions either. With camera sensors, for example, but manufacturers can rely on established supply chains and ready-made components. But when it comes to liquid cooling systems inside smartphones, the industry is still exploring new territory. In other words, Red Magic is essentially pioneering this area and figuring things out step by step. The verification process for the pump shared some similarities with the development of the cooling channels, mainly because both required extensive testing and refinement. But the pump testing was even more demanding. The team reportedly ran thousands of combination tests before reaching a reliable solution. Eventually, Red Magic managed to create a piezoelectric ceramic micro pump. This tiny pump measures just 0.85 millimeters in thickness and consumes only about 80 milliwatts of power, which is impressively efficient for something inside a smartphone. However, there was another technical hurdle. This type of pump requires a relatively high operating voltage of around 150 volts in order to generate an output pressure of 100 kilopascals. That pressure is necessary to keep the coolant moving quickly through the system. Since a smartphone battery obviously doesn't provide that kind of voltage directly, the engineers had to find another solution. To make it work, Red Magic integrated an ultra-low voltage conversion driver IC directly into the piezoelectric ceramic micropump. This chip converts the phone's 3-volt power into the 150 volts required to drive the pump, allowing the fluorinated coolant to circulate rapidly through the cooling system. Now, earlier I mentioned that building this kind of cooling system comes with both technical challenges and costs. So what exactly is the trade-off here? The main cost is weight. Even though the engineers worked hard to miniaturize and reduce the size of every component, the system still requires additional materials and hardware. After all, even the most talented engineers can't magically create a water cooling system without adding parts. On top of that, this phone also includes 80-watt wireless charging, which further increases the internal component density. Packing all of this technology into a single smartphone is quite an engineering feat. Let's also talk about the fan. If you look closely at the openings on both sides of the phone, you'll notice that the Red Magic 11 Pro uses a through-type airflow design. Inside that channel sits a fan capable of spinning at an impressive 24,000 RPM. Despite its small size, the fan is built using a new sealed material that allows it to achieve an IPX8 rating. That means if the phone accidentally ends up in water during normal use, you don't have to worry about water getting into the airflow channel and damaging the fan. Of course, Red Magic isn't the only smartphone brand that has experimented with built-in cooling fans, but it's worth remembering that not every manufacturer's fan system is the same as Red Magic's. The company has been refining this technology for around 7 years now. It's kind of like in Street Fighter. Just because someone picks Mai Shiranui doesn't mean they can handle a fan the same way a master can. And that brings us to the end of this video. If you want to see how the Red Magic 11 Pro actually performs in terms of real-world cooling and battery life, make sure you subscribe for more in-depth tech reviews. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from Maiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Now, let's dive into the unboxing.
A quick shout out to my tech partner in China for sharing this video. Huge thanks for making it possible. Hey everyone, it's Milan from Techie Street. If you love keeping up with the latest gadgets, don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss our exciting tech updates. Now, let's jump straight into the unboxing.
Stick around till the end of the video and I'll show you where you can buy this phone in the UK. Make sure you watch till the end. I'll tell you exactly where to buy this phone in the UK. By the end of this video, I'll also let you know where you can grab this phone in the UK. You can grab this phone in the UK from eBay or AliExpress. I've dropped the buying links in the description below. If you're in the UK, you can order this phone from eBay or AliExpress. Check the description for direct purchase links. UK viewers, this phone is available on eBay and AliExpress. I've added the purchase links in the description for you.
Stick around till the end of the video because I'll share where you can buy this phone in the USA. Make sure you watch till the end. I'll tell you exactly where to grab this phone in the USA. By the end of this video, I'll let you know where you can purchase this phone in the USA. Don't skip to the end. I'll reveal where you can buy this phone in the USA before the video wraps up. You can grab this phone in the USA from eBay or AliExpress. I've dropped the purchase links down in the description. If you're in the USA, you can buy this phone on eBay or AliExpress. Check the description box for the direct buying links. This phone is available in the USA through eBay and AliExpress. You'll find the purchase links in the description section below. USA viewers, you can order this phone right now from eBay or AliExpress. All the buying links are waiting for you in the description.